Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be doing my 20 in 2024 update number 3. I am feeling very rundown today, so we're going to do this quick and easy. First off, my Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later face primer. I was up here last month, now I'm down here. I used this a surprising amount. I've just been reaching for it. I think I only have one more month of this, so hopefully we will be seeing a rollout next month. Then next I have my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow. As you may know, I was mixing this with a concoction of products and I ran out of that other concealer I was mixing it with. So the progress has slowed down, but it's also very hard to get all of the air out of this. So I'm guessing that it's about here. Obviously much worse progress than in previous months, but it is warming up. So I do think that over the summer, I'll be able to get back to this kind of level of progress when I need to mix in less of a lighter shade with it in order to make it usable. I am wearing it today. I think it looks fine, but I'm using much less of it on a day-to-day basis than when I was mixing it with that white concealer. Speaking of concealer, next we have my Clinique Even Better all over concealer plus eraser. As you can see, there is a little bit of windowing happening. Honestly, I did not use this a ton this past month. I've been just reaching for other things, and so I'm just gonna move my other concealers to a different area so that I'm not tempted and I can just reach for this every day, because I do think this is a great spot concealer, but it's not my favorite of the concealers that I have right now. So I would like to focus on this and get it used up, considering it's one of the older ones in my collection currently. Then I have my Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer in the shade Angles. I'm going to show what that was looking like last month. And then this is what it is looking like this month. There's not really a ton of progress. I used it 17 times in March, and I do think I'm close to hitting pan. Maybe another month or two. There's definitely a noticeable dip right there in the middle, but I just don't know. You never know. I feel like bronzer is so hard to tell because I'm using it and it looks the same, and then suddenly there's pan. So that is, my goal is to hit pan on this shade, and hopefully I can do that in the next 2 months, and then maybe use something else over the summer just a little bit to shake things up, roll some things in and out of this project. Then I'm just going in the order of how I apply them, not necessarily the order in which they were rolled in. The 3 previous products, the primer, the foundation, and the bronzer have been in since the first update. This I rolled in at the last update, and then this other product I also rolled in at the last update, and it's the Misha Beauty single blush in the shade Misho, and it is this bright pink. I have been reaching for this a fair amount. My goal was 15 uses and I used it 19 times, so clearly I did enjoy it. Sorry for the other crud that I've got on my hand. It's quite bright, not necessarily the most wearable blush, quite bright and quite cool toned, but I do think that it looks nice. I've been wearing it a lot, mostly with cooler tone looks such as these. I'm not wearing it today, but you might see what I am wearing on my cheeks today later in this video. I'm glad that I did this. I'm just trying to roll through all of my blushes this year because it is truly just I just feel like I don't know my blush collection very well after panning my Pan That Face palette for 2 whole years. Then next I have the Creme Shop Eyebrow Pom Pom in the shade Taupe. I'm going to show a picture of what it was looking like at the beginning of March. And here is what it is looking like now. I'm definitely seeing progress, which is great. I think remixing it and flattening it on the bottom was a really good idea. And you can see the progress really easily now. I don't know, see, looking at it like this, I think I could get it used up this year because we're a quarter of the way through the year and I'm at least a quarter of the way through the remaining product, which makes me think I have a chance. I'm just going to keep working on this. I've been trying to bring this along. Usually I use an eyeshadow or an eyebrow pencil when I travel. I was out of town for about 2 weeks in March and I brought this with me instead, and that definitely helped me get some good progress on it. And then I was also wearing makeup a lot more throughout those 2 weeks, so that also is probably why there's such good progress on this primer as well. Then the next product is this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Eau Naturelle. This I've been using as an eye primer. I'm wearing it today under the shimmer shadow on my lid. I was much better about reaching for this month. It's just a sticky base that I put a little bit on my lid before applying shimmers, and I think it works really well for that purpose. I don't know if I would really reach for this color much just as an eyeshadow stick otherwise. And I'm going to show a quick progress picture of where it's looking like. Looking at this, you know, I'm a quarter of the way through the year. I am not a quarter of the way through the remaining product, so I will have to pick up the pace just a little bit if I want to use this up. But January was kind of a slow month for this, and then February I was wearing makeup every day, but I wasn't reaching for this very often. So if I just could remember to reach for it just a little bit more, like I was in March, I wasn't wearing makeup a ton, but almost every single time I did use this, then I think I could pick up the pace just a smidge. Then next is this Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner Mini. I have been going back and forth on whether or not to call it quits. It still can draw a nice line, but it's hard to do a wing on both eyes with this. So I need to like use this until it won't leave lines leave a line anymore, and then reach for another liquid liner. But I have been going in really thin and just doing a light little bit of liner on my top lid, and it works really well for that. And that's just kind of more the style of makeup that I've been into lately. Less just like a little teeny tiny bit of liner. I've got a lot of bright lips in my Wheel of Lippies project rolled in, so I think I'm gonna hold it in for 1 more month. Once I get to the point where it is just really it's not leaving like a nice line at all, that's when I'm gonna call it empty, because I find it so hard to gauge when I consider a mascara or an eyeliner pen empty. Then the next product that I have rolled in is this Revlon Kiss Balm in the shade slash scent Strawberry. I'll show a picture of what the progress is looking like over the past month. This is just something that I keep on my desk, and I put it on whenever I'm working, because I generally work from home. Apply a little bit, move on throughout my day. I do not like tinted balms for when I'm wearing a full face of makeup, so that's how I found using this. There is so little left. I'm thinking it'll take me 2 months maximum to use the rest of this up, especially if I can be good about using it. In the upcoming month, I might get 1 month out of it. So I'm excited to see where this is in May. We're in April right now. Then the last product is this Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask. This has been in since the beginning. Obviously, I struggle with it. That's why I rolled it in, but I do think it's good. I just need to remember to do face masks. I'm going to try and do one tonight and just chill because I am so tired. And I tend to do it, like you can see, I've got a little spot right there, more as like a spot treatment than an all over face mask, and it works really well for that. So my face is a little broken out, and it's probably a good thing that I have this rolled in, and then hopefully I can roll it out in the next month or two. I definitely have used some, like it's getting down there. I just need to remember to reach for it. Then I'm rolling in 2 products. So we had 1 product rolled out, and then I'm going to be rolling in 2 new products for this project. The first is an Ilia At Last multi-stick. This is a cream. I think it's meant to be like blush and eyeshadow and lipstick, but this I'm going to use it as a blush. It's what I'm wearing today. I picked it up with a stippling brush and then applied it from there. I think it looks really nice. It's not tacky now that it's had a minute to sit in with the skin. It does feel like a little bit, maybe not tacky, dewy. You know how it just feels wet when it's swatched like this, but I do think it's a really pretty color. More neutral than the Misho blush, obviously. Um, and I would like to use this 45 times. So I'm anticipating this will take me 2 months to reach my goal on, but I am curious how much progress I'll see in those 45 uses. So I'd like to mark the height of it like I do with my Laura Mercier stick, and just see how much 45 uses affects this product. And then the next product that I am doing, or that I would like to keep. And then the next product that I would like to roll in is my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Perversion. I struggle with using up eye pencils, but obviously I have a ton of them. This is a really nice one, and also is really easy to pick up with a MAC liner brush and correct if there's any issues with my wing. And then it also works well in the waterline, along the lid. It's great to smudge out, create a dramatic look, all of those things. So I would like to use this 30 times, and then we will see from there how I'm feeling about it, if I think I could finish an eyeliner this year. Maybe I'll roll in something else. There's a couple colorful liners that it might be fun to roll in for a usage goal over the summer. So I don't want to commit to using this up, but I do want to use it and get good use on it. So 30 use goal. I know I'm using a lot of use goals this year, but frankly, I have a lot of project pans that I'm doing. I would like to do Graveyard Project Pan later this year. That project starts this month, I believe. And there's only so much makeup that I can wear in my face on one day. So I would like to rotate, use as much of my collection as possible, and then focus on products that I'm actually likely to be able to use up in 12 months' time. So that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.